Are potatoes healthy? Not only is the answer yes, but they're also a superfood, and as a weight loss specialist, let me tell you, they are the best weight loss food on the planet. In today's video, I'm going to tell you why. Hello, I'm Healthy Emmie. I'm a weight loss specialist and the creator of the Slim on Starch program, where you work with me as well as a mindset coach and a nutrition coach to lose weight on a plant-based diet. If you want to do that, click the link in the down bar. Not only do I eat potatoes on a daily basis, on a meal-ly basis. In fact, when I was in college, before people knew my name, they called me the potato girl because I was always eating potatoes. But in addition to that, let me show you my Slim on Starch clients who are eating potatoes up the wazoo and losing 30, 40, even 100 pounds, eating pounds and pounds and pounds of potatoes. The two major misconceptions that I see with potatoes is number one, that potatoes are carbs and carbs make you fat, and number two, that the white potatoes are bad for you and you should only eat the sweet potatoes. Both of these are false. Saying that potatoes are carbs is just a funny statement to begin with because potatoes are potatoes and they contain carbohydrates, they also contain protein, and they also contain fat, just as all whole foods do. Yes, they are percentage-wise higher in carbohydrates than they are in protein and fat, but even though that is true, carbohydrates don't make you fat. In fact, humans are extremely inefficient at turning carbs into fat. Other animals like pigs and cows are actually really good at turning carbs into fat, but humans, we stink at it. So no, carbs don't make you fat. The majority of my diet consists of high carbohydrate foods, and I'm not rolling into the studio today. Neither are my clients who are releasing weight eating a lot of carbs. The other misconception is that white potatoes are bad for you because they are white, and we should be eating the sweet potatoes instead because they're healthier. It's believed, and I'm not quite sure why, that foods that are white are devoid of nutrients, but this is untrue. In fact, if you remember back to science class in maybe the 6th or the 7th grade, what did we learn about when you combine all of the colors? You get the color white. Potatoes actually contain every vitamin, mineral, and nutrient that we need for survival, with the exception of vitamin B12 and vitamin D, which you get from the sun, and B12, which you get from bacteria in the soil. But due to modern sanitization, we don't get it unless you are eating meat because the animals eat the dirt and they eat the bacteria, but you can easily supplement with B12. And I actually even have a supplement that is the cleanest one you're going to find that you can get if you would like to supplement with B12, which you should do if you're not eating a diet that has meat in it. Now let me tell you the top 6 reasons why potatoes are a superfood, and also my number one weight loss food that I recommend as a weight loss specialist. We'll start with number 6, we'll get down to number 1, and then I'm going to share with you the number one mistake that people make, and that makes potatoes not a weight loss food when they really could be if they just avoided this mistake. Starting at number 6, they are super low in calorie density. An entire pound of potatoes is going to be 350, 400 calories. This is in comparison to something like a pound of cheese, which is going to be 2,000 calories, or a pound of nut butter, which is going to be 2,400 calories, or a pound of sugar, which is going to be 1,600 calories, or a pound of oil, which is going to be 4,000 calories. An entire pound of potatoes, which you would feel super full after eating that, it's only going to run you 350, 400 calories. Reason number 5, there is a study done called the Satiety Index of Common Foods, which would rate how satisfying foods are. And what they found was that the boiled white potato was off the charts, the most satisfying food on the planet. So when we eat potatoes, not only can we eat a large amount, we haven't eaten that many calories, but a pound, you're going to feel really full afterward because there's so much fiber, there's so much water, there's the complex carbohydrates. It is a long chain polysaccharide, which means that your body is going to break it down over time and it's going to give you sustained energy, as opposed to something that's a short chain, simple sugar, monosaccharide, which the body's going to burn right away. The potato is going to provide you with sustained energy for hours to come. Reason number 4, if you saw the movie The Martian, which to be honest, I didn't see, but I do know that Matt Damon in that movie lives off of potatoes. You can live off potatoes. Am I saying that you should? I'm not saying that. Am I saying that I have? I have done it multiple times in my past, living on just potatoes because they have everything that you need. If you log it into Chronometer, if you log, 2,000, 2,500 calories into Chronometer of just potatoes, you're going to hit all of your needs. Again, you are going to need to supplement with vitamin B12, and you're going to make sure that you get sunshine for the sake of vitamin D, but you are covering your bases when it comes to potatoes. They are chock full of nutrition. And I'm not sure why we're not taught this in school, to eat your potatoes, because they provide you with so much nourishment, which is another reason why they're so satisfying, because they're giving your body what your body needs. It is the grade A fuel for humans. Reason number 3 why I'm going to call them a superfood and why you should eat tons of them, and everybody should, is because they are so cheap. I went to the Asian market the other day and I got Japanese sweet potatoes for 68 cents a pound, something along those lines. I bought 20 pounds of potatoes and it cost me $17 for 20 pounds of sweet potatoes, not even russets or Idaho or white potatoes. I was getting awesome blossom sweet potatoes. I was having a conversation with somebody this weekend who was saying, that I was privileged to be able to eat a slim on starch diet. And I had a conversation with her about how actually this is the cheapest diet on the planet, to eat lots of potatoes and then things like rice and beans and oatmeal. These things are really, really cheap. And you could sustain yourself on potatoes. So eating an abundance of potatoes, it's going to save your wallet and it's going to save your body too. So not only are you saving yourself by eating potatoes, you're saving your wallet and then your health insurance premiums in the years to come, because you're so healthy, are going to be so much lower. Did you know that the cost of a minor heart attack is north of $700,000? That's a hefty bill. You could eat some potatoes and save yourself from that and cut costs in the meantime too. Reason 2 is that there are so many different varieties of potatoes. I can name myself just the varieties that I eat, but there are hundreds of varieties of potatoes that you can choose from. And I believe that in Peru, there's over 4,000 different types of potatoes. I can tell you the ones that I eat. I love the Japanese sweet potatoes, the Hawaiian sweet potatoes, the Hana sweet potatoes. I love the baby potatoes, the baby creamers, like the baby gold ones and the baby red ones. I love the traditional gold ones, making fries with those. I'll have the russet potatoes. Those are my favorites. But then there's the orange potatoes. There are the multicolored potatoes. There's the purple potatoes. There are the purple sweet potatoes. There are so many different types that within one day, you could have 10 different types of just potato to keep you interested and to have different colors and different tastes and different textures and different cooking methods, which brings me to reason number 1. They are so versatile. You could have a plain baked sweet potato. You could have potato fries. You could have a baked potato, a baked Idaho potato, a starchy one. You could have mashed potatoes. You could have boiled baby ones. You could air fry the little baby ones. There are so many different ways to cook them. Again, you're never going to get bored. There was a study done where individuals were on a potato-only diet and they never tired of the potato because it's just so good. There's so many ways to cook it. There's so many different kinds. It's so satisfying. It has all of the nutrients that you need. It is the fuel for humans. And our body is so happy when it's given that proper fuel. It's not going to go looking for other things because you're giving your body what it truly needs. And you're not overloading it on energy either. You're not giving it more than it needs by giving these hypercaloric, dense foods. And then the body's like, we don't need all of this energy. Now we need to store some as fat. Now we're not running as efficiently. Potatoes are the number 1 source of grade A fuel for humans. And if you're looking to release weight, you have got to start eating more potatoes for all the reasons that I talked about. Now, let me tell you the number one mistake that people make when they are making their potatoes. They add animal products. So they have a baked potato and then they add butter to it, or they have a baked potato and then they add sour cream to it. Or they're eating French fries or potato chips, which have the oil, which is the most calorically dense food product on the planet at 4,000 calories per pound. So in order for this to be a superfood, and in order for you to release weight while consuming loads of potatoes, you cannot have the animal products. You can't have the cheese, you can't have the butter, you can't have the sour cream, you can't make your mashed potatoes with milk. You have to eliminate the animal products and eliminate the oils, so no vegan butter either, in order to reap the benefits of this beautiful food. If you're wondering how I personally cook my potatoes, I'm going to link the next video on the screen where I was on an interview with Chef AJ and I talk about all the different ways to cook the perfect potatoes. If you want to lose weight on potatoes, click the link in the down bar to apply to work with me directly, as well as a mindset coach and a nutrition coach. And the question of the day is, what is your favorite type of potato? Or what's your favorite way to cook potatoes? Leave a comment and let me know your favorite kind of potato. I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next video. By the way, share this with somebody that loves potatoes.